So in this video, I want to discuss the hardware side of AI. So I just wanted to quickly cover some of the biggest companies in the world that are creating hardware for AI and ML, and some of the products that they have launched in the last 1 year. Um, but before we go through this table, I want to go through some of the common terms that you will see across these slides. So the first word is edge AI. Edge AI just means that you want to run artificial intelligence and machine learning directly on physical devices like smartphones. Next is inference. So this is a very common term that developers and machine learning engineers use. So inference just means that you are using a AI model to predict something. Basically, it's an output. Like you ask ChatGPT a question, it gives you back an answer. That's called inference. The next term is AI accelerator. So this is just a specialized hardware processor which is designed to speed up machine learning workloads. So let's cover the first company, which is Nvidia. Basically, the last column is very important because that tells you which one is made for consumers like common people like us, for smartphones and other like devices. And it also tells us which of this hardware is used in data centers. So as far as Nvidia is concerned, the first two products are for data centers, and the first one is called Blackwell 200 and the second one is H200. These are like the Blackwell 2 B200 is used for frontier training, so basically training your AI models, and the H200 is used for high inference, so serving requests on a big scale. And both of these are used in data centers, and the best use of Blackwell B200 is LLM training, which is model training, and the best use of H200 is serving models. So next three products are for consumers. One is GeForce RTX 5090, and this one is a PC graphics card with AI acceleration, and this is used for like local gaming, AI gaming. The next is Nvidia Jetson Thor. This is used for edge AI. Edge AI is again, as I mentioned, running artificial intelligence on physical devices like smartphones, so locally. And the best case of this one is for building home projects like robotic projects. The last one is Jetson Orin. This is an edge module, again used for edge computing, and this is also used for use cases like robotics and smart cameras. So moving on, before we go to the next company's slide, there are some more terms that you might see in that slide. So let's go over these terms. The first one is AI chip versus AI memory. So think of an AI chip as the engine that does the heavy computing, and the AI memory is the fuel line that feeds data to the chip. And then the next terms are CPU, GPU, NPU, and TPU. So C stands for central, so that's central processing unit. GPU is graphics processing unit. NPU is neural processing unit, and TPU is tensor processing unit. CPU is for general work. GPU is for like training AI models and fast inference, because you can train on data in parallel on GPUs. NPU is a specialized AI brain, and it is efficient for local AI like on smartphones. And TPUs are like special tensor processing units which are made by Google, and they handle big machine learning tasks. The next term you'll see is TOPS, which is trillions of operations per second. And another term you'll see is SoC, which is system on a chip. And this is basically an integrated circuit that minimizes energy hungry data transfers between separate chips, unlocking massive gains in power efficiency, battery life, and overall processing speeds. So it speeds up your applications basically with the processing it does. Then you'll also see the terms edge accelerator and cloud accelerator. So an edge accelerator is a specialized chip for running AI directly inside a device like a smartphone. And a cloud accelerator is a large AI chip placed in data centers. So you have to use it through the cloud. So just like you access chat GPT, which is placed in a data center, so that's an example of a cloud accelerator. So coming to our next company, AMD. So AMD has two products for data centers. One is the MI300X and the other is MI325X, and they are used for like training large models, or they are used as a high memory AI accelerator. And the memory you can see is 192 GB for the 300X, and for the 325X is 256 GB, and they are very high performance, and both of them are used for enterprise use cases like on a large scale. And then the last two products are for consumers. So one is the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370, and the other is the RX 9070 XT. So one is used on a laptop, the other is used on a desktop. And the Ryzen HX370 has CPU, GPU, and NPU in one chip, and the 9070 is a graphics processor. And the HX370 can do 50 trillion operations per second. So one example of a use case of HX370 is AI assisted editing on your smartphone. And the RX 9070 is also used like for with local laptops, and it can be used for stable diffusion. So stable diffusion is something with which you can create videos. That's the technology or the machine learning model behind making videos. It's called diffusion. So the next company is Intel, and Intel has the first two products which are for data centers, which is Gaudi 3 and Xeon 6. The first one, Gaudi 3, is an AI accelerator, and the Xeon 6 is a server CPU. And the AI accelerator use case is for hosting AI like ChatGPT, and the server CPU is used as a backend to process requests on scale and give back results. So this is also in the serving side. And the last two products, which are Ultra 9 and Arc Battle Image. So these are consumer facing and they can be used with your laptops. The Core Ultra 9 can be used as a personal assistant like AI assistant, and the Battle Image can be used for AI image generation. The next company is Qualcomm. So Qualcomm has a data center accelerator. It's called Cloud AI 200, and it's a AI chip, and the performance of it is very high, and the best use case of it is cloud inference. And they have two more products for consumers. So one is the Snapdragon X Elite and other is the 8 Elite, and one is used with laptop and the other is used with mobile. And SoC stands for system on a chip. So the memory, both of them can do like 45 trillion operations per second, and both of these products are very efficient. So the Snapdragon X Elite, it can be used for long battery AI work. It is very efficient, so it uses less battery. And the last one, 8 Elite, it can be used for mobile AI for things like offline image generation. So next company is Google, and Google has two tensor processing units. One is called V5E and V6. So they are not consumer facing, they are used in data centers. So both of them are of type cloud accelerator, and the performance of them is very high. And the best use case for the V5E is in the cloud for API access, and for the V6 is frontier AI, so frontier applications. And Google also has the product for the consumers. It's called Coral TPU, and this is an edge accelerator. And the memory on this is small, the performance is low to mid, and the best use case of this is a smart camera on your phones. So the next company is Apple. These are all consumer facing products. Again, these are all system on a chip, and the M4 Max is a unified AI chip for Macs. The M4 Ultra is a high-end creator AI chip, and the A19 Pro is an iPhone AI processor. The performance of all of these is high to very high. So the best use case for M4 Max is like local coding models, like which you can install on this. So you can run local coding models on your machine and use them for local coding. The M4 Ultra is also for pro work, and this can be used with video generation or LLM work. And the A19 Pro is on iPhones, and this is the best use case of this is mobile AI, and an example of that is on device assistants. So the next company is Microsoft. Microsoft has a product called Maya 200. This is a data center chip, and the performance of this is very high, and the best use case is in the Azure cloud. And this can be used to run AI applications on the Azure cloud, which are then accessed by enterprises and common people. So the next company is IBM. IBM has two products which are again for data centers, not for consumers. First is the IBM Spire, which is an enterprise AI. It's a AI chip. And the next is IBM Power 10, which is a server CPU. And both are used to run indirect apps and backend systems. So the next company is Huawei. Huawei has a product for the data center which is Ascend 910C. It's an AI chip, and this is a training chip for data centers. The performance of it is high. The best use case is AI training. And they have another product called Kirin, which is for your smartphone. So this is a mobile system on a chip. It uses neural processing unit. The performance is mid because it's on a smartphone, and the best use case is for mobiles, and one of the applications is camera AI. So the last company is Samsung. Samsung has a consumer phone facing processor. It's called Exynos, and it's Exynos 2600, and this is again also a system on a chip. It runs a neural processing unit. The performance of this is high, and one of the use cases on mobile of it is photo enhancement. So these are some of the companies which are leading the way in AI ML hardware development. So I just wanted to cover some of the products they have released, and I also wanted to cover some of the common terms that you might see in the daily news. So I hope you got familiar with some of these terms and what these companies are doing in the AI hardware field.